It's my wedding day. Let's get ready for my wedding together. Girl, I look crazy because I've been marinating in fake tan and self-tanner. So we've got to put some makeup on to help with this because I look crazy. Those of you that are new here, it's not actually my wedding day. My name is Shelby. I'm a professional bridal makeup artist and I make these videos periodically showing you how I would do my own bridal makeup if I were getting married. And today's video is my signature bridal glam, but this is going to be all drugstore. I am so excited. I'm currently just prepping my skin with my usual skincare. I'm using a toner and then I'm putting on vitamin C, and then lastly I'm going to put on sunscreen. Starting off with a glowy kind of primer situation. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. I like to put some sort of like glowy product. This is kind of like a, I don't know how to describe, what is this even? A glow enhancer. I love this one because it just gives the prettiest glow to the skin. Stunning. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion in the shade 901. Our next step is foundation. This is the L'Oreal True Match Foundation, my absolute favorite foundation from the drugstore. I love this foundation so much. This is the shade C3. It's a really good fake tan shade. And look at how this is just evening out my skin. Everything is covered, but it still looks like skin. Doesn't look super heavy, doesn't feel super heavy. I'm obsessed with her. It is my favorite. Okay, next we're going in with concealer. This is the e.l.f. Camo, the Hydrating Camo Concealer. Mine's in the shade, what is this, light ivory. And honestly, my favorite concealer from the drugstore is the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer, but unfortunately I am out of it right now, and I went to Target to pick up more and they didn't have it. So I really like this one as well. Both are great. This one is a little bit more full coverage and that one is a little bit more of a natural finish. But these are all the places that I'm putting my concealer. Same as last time. We're carving out underneath the contour of our cheek and we're brightening these under eyes up because I need to look like I got 8 hours of sleep last night because I'm about to walk down the aisle. And I'm going to use a sponge actually to blend this in. And I got my sponge off of Amazon, so I think this also counts. This is the part where you have to promise to trust the process. I know I look insane, but I swear to you, it's going to come together and it's going to look so good. Our face is looking super flat. We need to add back some color and some contour. So we're going to use the Milani Cheek Kiss. This is the shade Spilling Tea. And these are so good. I love these cream bronzers so much. And I am going to be placing this with the brush first and then we'll go back and blend this out. But I'm kind of going heavy-handed if I'm honest, if you couldn't tell already, because this makeup has to last all day. I have been a professional makeup artist for 8 years and I work in South Carolina, so I am with the heat and the humidity, and let me tell you what, the makeup has to last all day, 4 hours, and it needs to look just as good at the end of the night when the bride does her send-off as it did at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning when she got her makeup done. So I know that the layering technique is going to work and it is going to look good. You just have to trust the process. Might feel a little bit heavy if you're not used to it, but if you want your makeup to last, this is the technique you need to follow. Our next step is liquid blush or cream, whichever you prefer. I'm going to be using this one from e.l.f. This is the shade Dusty Rose. Yes. And I'm going to be, again, pretty heavy-handed with this. All of our cream products, and then we're going to layer a powder version of the product on top. So we're going to go back in with powder blush later, but for now we're just doing all of our creams. It's time to set with powder, so we're going to be using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in the shade Light, and I'm going to use the e.l.f. Powder Puff with this. I'm really going to saturate the powder puff with powder and then tap off the excess. And then we're going to press this into the under eyes. I know it looks crazy, but I'm telling you, trust me, I know what I'm doing. Going in with setting powder everywhere that we did our concealer. So my reverse contour on my nose, on my chin, the center of the forehead, making sure that everything is nice and set and matte because we do not want this to move around throughout the day. And I'm going to let it bake now. So we're going to leave the powder just like this. We're not going to dust it away. We're going to move on to eyebrows. I like a really cutie teeny tiny brow pencil, so I'm going to be using this one from NYX. This is the Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Ash Brown. And I'm just going to begin by underlining the brow first and really giving that some definition, some structure. And then we'll fill in with little hair-like strokes. I like a more natural eyebrow just because I feel like they stand the test of time. And I think trendy brows are beautiful, but maybe not for your wedding day. That's just my personal opinion. So brows are super personal. do whatever you feel like works for you and your face shape and what looks good to you. But for me, I'm just gonna lightly fill them in and call it a day. I'm carving out my brows with a little bit of concealer, and I'm bringing this down onto the eyelid just to prep for eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, we're keeping everything super neutral, super simple. I'm gonna start with the shade right here, and this is the Warm Neutrals palette from NYX. I'm gonna take this on a fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna start by putting that into my outer corner and then bringing that onto my crease. Deepen it up a little bit. I'm gonna take this shade right here, and do these have shade names? No, they're just numbered. And I'm going to start putting that a little bit lower into my outer corner just to kind of deepen it up. Give it a little bit of depth. Okay, now with a flat brush, I'm going to take the white shade and the cream shade, just kind of picking those up on the flat edge. And I'm going to start packing that onto the eyelid, just like that. This is the e.l.f. Liquid Metallic Eyeshadow in the shade Moon. I'm just going to put some of this on the back of my hand. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I'm so excited. And we're going to take the same flat brush, and I'm just going to kind of pick it up on the flat brush. I'm also kind of like working it into the brush a little bit so that it's not like super liquidy when I put it onto my eye. And then we're just going to tap right over. Can you see that? Oh, it reflects the light so pretty. Okay, next we're doing eyeliner. This is one of my favorites from ColourPop. This is the BFF liner. No, it's not. Why do I keep saying that? Yes, it is. This is the BFF liquid liner in the shade Numero Uno. We're just going to do a basic black line, and then we're going to smudge it out. See, nothing crazy because we're going to smudge it out anyway. Now I'm going to take the dark brown in that same NYX eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to smudge the black line. Just gave my lashes a curl. Now I'm going in with waterproof mascara. This is Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. And this is my favorite mascara from the drugstore. And I will see you in part 2 for fake lashes, the rest of the face, and our lippy. See you there. Bye, bestie.